Lou, do you know what August 8th is? That's right, it's International Cat Day. It's one of those pointless days where we're supposed to celebrate our cats, implying that every day isn't already International Cat Day, because not a day should go by where we don't shower our little furry friends, be they cat, dog, hamster, or tarantula, with as much love as possible. In honor of International Cat Day, we'll be counting down the top 5 Stephen King pets. Hey, we gotta share the love with our other non-feline pals, right? So here it is, without further ado, the Stephen Kingdom's top 5 Stephen King pets. Number 5, Mr. Jingles, the Green Mile. There's an old saying when someone speaks for you and you don't want them to. They say something like, "We'd love to drive you to the airport," and you, not wanting to be included in this driving someone to the airport business, say, "You got a mouse in your pocket?" Meaning the mouse must be the we there, because you'll be damned if you're driving anybody to the airport, especially during rush hour. Like, why did you schedule your flight during rush hour? If you were going to ask for a ride, the least you could do is schedule the flight so I'm not stuck in traffic for 2 hours driving your ass to the... In the case of John Coffey from Stephen King's 1996 serial novel, The Green Mile, he actually does have a mouse in his pocket. And that mouse has got a name. Mr. Jingles.
He's smart, Mr. Jingles.
Mr. Jingles.
That his name, he whispered in my ear.
Mr. Jingles becomes a central figure in the lives of the guards and inmates on death row at the Cold Mountain Penitentiary during the 1930s. Dubbed Mr. Jingles due to the jingly sounds he makes as he scurries around the prison, this remarkable little mouse has an almost supernatural ability to understand and respond to human emotions, particularly those of the prisoners awaiting execution. One such prisoner is the aforementioned John Coffey, a gentle giant who possesses miraculous healing powers. Much like Stephen King's previous prison set novella Rita Hayworth and The Shawshank Redemption, The Green Mile is a story about hope and finding humanity in the darkest of circumstances. And in The Green Mile, that hope takes the shape of a tiny little mouse. A tiny little mouse named Mr. Jingles. Number 4, Church, Pet Cemetery. How many cats do you know can actually live up to the whole 9 lives thing? Say what you will about Church the cat's running off into the road and getting pancaked by a semi. When he comes back, ho, he comes back, baby! Don't we all deep down want a kitty cat who will love us forever and live for even longer than that? Sure, after Church, short for Winston Churchill, returns from the pet cemetery, he's got that whole dead-eyed look where he seems to be staring into the middle distance of a howling void. And sure, yeah, the once lovable and playful cat is now aggressive and unpredictable and violent and smells like death.
You stay, Church.
But hey, you take your wins where you can.
Oh no, look what the cat dragged in.
Number 3, Kujo. Kujo. He was a good boy until he met a rabid bat. Kujo is oftentimes remembered as one of Stephen King's great monsters, but in reality, the novel Kujo was the first time King stripped away the supernatural and dealt directly with the real world, a dog with rabies. That's it. That's the monster. Take this paragraph from early in the novel, right after Kujo is bitten by a rabid bat, and you try to tell me you don't feel bad for the poor Saint Bernard. Kujo trotted away. He shook himself again. He pawed helplessly at his muzzle. The blood was already clotting, drying to a cake, but it hurt. Dogs have a sense of self-consciousness that is far out of proportion to their intelligence, and Kujo was disgusted with himself. He didn't want to go home. If he went home, one of his trinity, the man, the woman, or the boy, would see that he had done something to himself. It was possible that one of them might call him bad dog. And at this particular moment, he certainly considered himself to be a bad dog. Now, some would say Kojak from The Stand deserves a spot on this list over Kujo. After all, Kojak, the Irish setter, is so loyal that he follows Glenn Bateman halfway across the country during the superflu outbreak, even after Bateman abandons him. But as far as I know, Stephen King never wrote a book called Kojak, And anyway, I can't stress this enough. It's not Kujo's fault he killed all those people. And sure, killing 4-year-old Tad Trenton by trapping him in that sweltering car in the dead of summer wasn't the greatest look, but hey, as Norman Bates once said,
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Number 2, Oi, the Dark Tower. The only pet on our list not from our world. This Billy Bumbler hails from Midworld, the main setting of Stephen King's sprawling fantasy series, The Dark Tower. Billy Bumblers have the ability to kinda sorta mimic human speech, which is how Oi gets his name. In The Dark Tower 3, The Wastelands, 12-year-old Jake is on death's door from a spider bite when he's awoken by Oi nuzzling his face. He once more turned his attention to the animal which had awakened him. It looked like a combination raccoon and woodchuck with a dash of dachshund thrown in for good measure. "How you doing, boy?" he asked softly. "Oi!" the Billy Bumbler replied at once, still looking at him anxiously. Its voice was low and deep, almost a bark, the voice of an English footballer with a bad cold in his throat. Conversely, Oi begins calling Jake Ake and soon joins Jake and gunslinger Roland Deschain's quartet as they journey through Midworld. Oi the Billy Bumbler shares all the traits of our best pets. He's loyal, kind, he'll risk his life to save his friends, and he has the ability to telepathically communicate and switch bodies with his master. All of our pets do that, right? Number 1, Molly, aka the Thing of Evil. Molly, aka the Thing of Evil, has never actually appeared in a Stephen King novel, story, or movie. She lives with Stephen King. She's his pet. That's right, the paw is coming from inside the house. Molly, aka the Thing of Evil, became internet famous when King began posting pictures of her on Twitter in 2015. "I am Molly, the Thing of Evil. You will not see me coming." Soon after, he posted a pic of her as a young pup. Molly, 2014, the origin of evil. Molly, aka the Thing of Evil, is a corgi whose evil must run really, really, really deep, because man oh man is she adorable. Molly, aka the Thing of Evil, wants to bite the next person to tell her she's such a cute little doggy. It's all in the eyes. But as we all know from reading Stephen King, just because something seems nice, don't mean it is. Still waters run deep. It's the cute and pretty things that have the biggest bite. They lure you in with those, oh, look at her face, she's so cute. You just want to snuggle her. Wow, what a ride. What's that, Lou? Yeah, I know. There's only 1 cat on the list and 2 dogs. But to be fair, this is a list of pets Stephen King style. So they're not really the kind of pets you want to cuddle with. Not like you. I'd like to get serious for a moment, and I'd like to say that we got some really bad news about Lewis here. He was diagnosed with a rare form of heart disease called restrictive cardiomyopathy, which means that his heart is just as stubborn as he is. It's not elastic like a heart should be. It's tougher and more rigid, meaning it can't pump blood like a heart should. We were able to catch his symptoms in time to give him just a few more precious months with us, but let Lou be a reminder to always pay close attention to your little pal's behavior, because you never know what little changes in their bodies might turn out to be something big. Okay, I can tell Lou's getting embarrassed. Spotlight on him. You want to do the end credits? All right, take her home. If you like what we're doing over here at the Stephen Kingdom and would like to show us a little monetary love, our Patreon has all sorts of exclusive goodies for our supporters, including extended and deleted scenes, behind-the-scenes featurettes, early access to episodes, and your name in the end credits. Be sure to subscribe to the Stephen Kingdom channel here, and check out our past top 5 episodes here. Long days and pleasant nights, Constant Watchers.